Invented by a succubus, colossus, pencil dripping from the way I spit. Fell in love with this, since got music, now she in my grips. Wanna take a sip.
What up, it's your boy JR Reviews back out with another video. You know what, guys? Here to bring you another anime review on really? it's this one's a good anime, but it was weird to watch, and it's called MM. That's basically what it's called. What it's about is this guy named Taru, who in freshman year of high school has gone to a new high school than he would have gone to regularly because he is what they called a supermasochist, meaning he enjoys being belittled, hurt and punched, all that by women. And in the manga of this anime that was based off, and the light novel based off this anime was created off of, it is proven that his actual his supermasochism is actually genetic. That he got it from his dad, and his dad got it from his dad, and all that, and that he just didn't get it out of the blue one day, like he realized that he was a masochist or not. But the fact that he was given to his dad, and actually in the manga and in the light novel, it's how his dad died due to his supermasochism. I guess he got a little overstimulated one night and died. Anyways, in the anime, it's about Taru going to a new school and ends up trying to going to this new club, being part of this new club that basically is trying to help him. Well, it's literally like a self-help club. I'm not gonna tell you. They go into school and you go to this club and they ask you, basically explain your problem, and this club does everything they can in trying to help you cure this problem. Basically, that's what it does. Honest to God, it was so the two girls that he ends up having a kind of like the romance girls, like the two girls that he's in there are Arashiko, which is the girl coincidentally in the anime who caused him to have or realize that he was a super masochist when he got slapped by her in his junior high days. She also is part of the club for one reason only. She has a humongous fear of men, to the fact where if a man touches her, she will freak the fuck out. And there are so many scenes where he accidentally touches her, and he gets bitch slapped, but it only triggers himself even more. Then there is the girl that runs the club, who was the second year, and she's like his S&M fucking master. And the fact that she tortures him and a bunch of other things. And in the anime, I will tell you my favorite episodes. So, besides having to deal with the supermasochism, he has a friend named Tatsukichi, who is a guy, obviously. And in the first episode, he is talking about how he loves this girl, okay? That he comes into his work, he fell in love with her. Turns out that girl is actually his best friend Tatsukichi, dressing in drag. Which, by the way, from the when you couldn't tell that was Tatsukichi from the way you looked at him, but when you find out, you're like, what the fuck? I was like that. My mouth dropped open. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was the funniest scene. Anyways, besides dealing with that, and he likes to dress in drag, for a whole different story entirely, which I don't feel like going into. Let's put it this way. Having one person in your family having a complex, like a sister, like a brother complex, is enough. Now, imagine this poor man named Taru, not only does his sister want to get with him, his own mother wants to fucking get with him. I see you not the scenes where this, oh my god, I was like, boy, I can't believe anime is doing this. Usually I can handle like a sister complex, yeah, but a son complex, like what the, and they're at the same time, and they fight over each other, they fight over him. it's sad but empathetic but hilarious all at the exact same fucking time. Because in one scene alone, it's Yuno and Taru are in a room, and they had made it their mission that they're going to fucking try to scare her away from ever dating Taru, even though she's technically not interested in dating Taru, to begin with, because her thing. They don't know about her problem either, and I'm not sure if they even know about sadomasochism. They probably do in the manga, but they don't let on to it in the books. Or in the anime. Sorry about that. And the fact of the matter is, they'll literally when they first find out is how they find out he's seeing this or talking to this girl is his sister Shizuka is watching him sleep and is about to give him a kiss, like, oh my god, like, she is fucking, like, she was like a cat, and she's like, oh my god, baby brother, yeah, I just can't help the way you look at when you sleep, you're so peaceful, like, you can see the breath of her, like, she's hyperventilating a little bit, she's like, oh my god, I can't hold it, and she goes in to kiss him, and then she gets a phone, like, here's a phone ring, it's like, god, she's like, dang it, that was ruining my mood, and she looks at the phone, and, like, she's like, what the hell is Yuno Arashiko? It's like, what's this girl's name? What's this? Go look on the test. I hope you studied what? We studied well. I'm like, what the fuck? Honey. And then the mom comes in and is like, who is this Yuno Arashiko? And I'm like, bitch, really? Anyways, they make it their life goal to fuck them over. This scene when she's at the house, and my favorite moment is the sheer anger in their face when they're like, you two have been together way too long. They're practically kissing over there. The fact is, Miss Yuno, we know that boy Taru too much more than you have, and gives him his little kid photo book albums, and I shit you not. Her face is like, Kevin's face, for mother. And they're like, their faces are all demonic. There's fire in the background. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're showing them, and then they get into a fight on who's like, if you forget, Shizuka, I am the first woman that my boy Taru touched in an intimate fashion. She's like, that just reminds me that you're way too damn old for him. Well, how dare you? And Exhibit A, back rub coupons my down Carol got for me for Mother's Day. Exhibit B, my Exhibit A, the whale necklace that Tara got me for my 15th birthday. And then they're like, Exhibit B, comic books drawn for his mother. My Exhibit B. Thing where hers were his first girly book, which I don't know how that would be her Exhibit B. I mean, at all, but whatever. Anyways, the president. There is one scene, and I absolutely love it, and it's when the president and the purple hair girl, or or of the club, I forgot the club girl's, the president girl's name, I'm just gonna call her president, end up having a fucking mistress fight over which one is better suited to be in charge of Taru's rehabilitation. And I was like, what? There is one other scene I like, one of the other parts of the anime, there's a couple parts I like in the anime. One scene I particularly like is when a little girl who's in their high school, but she skipped a lot of fucking grades, she's a senior, and also the head of the invention club, she's a science, like great making inventions. She used Taru to use his perverted energy to turn everyone in the entire school into perverts. And literally in one scene alone, he ends up beating her, like defeating her by using everyone's perverted energy and going fucking Super Saiyan. I am not kidding. He goes Super Saiyan and he gets his shirt ripped off. He has all the yellow hair flowing over. I was like, what the fuck is this anime? I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. This is the weirdest but the most hilarious anime you will ever watch. And pretty much the most downright fucking disgusting, because one of my other favorite scenes personally is when one favorite episode plots is when they are trying to use hypnotism to basically get rid of his masochism, and they end up doing it in certain scenarios. Like first, they do it, but they always give him a new perversion. So, and one thing, he's obsessively in love with Tatsukichi. And the best scene is he's sitting down his sister and his mom, Tomoko and Shizuka, and they are sitting in front of each other, and he's like, listen, I can't hide my true feelings anymore. And they all think it's about them. They're like, oh my god, my promise wedding with Taru, don't worry, I've already got the dress. And then Tomoko, his mother's like, oh, we were destined to be together ever since before you were born. Where do you want to go for our honeymoon? And that is yes. And that is yes. They're waiting for an intense way. And also the sister has a fucking body pill of her brother, and she's holding it. He says, I love Tatsukichi. And he's like, and they're like, what? They go from like happy to like dead in like instants. I think it was another one where he ends up becoming like Tatsukichi and likes to dress and drag, which was weird. Funny enough, both of them can pull off a dress and becoming a girl, which is weird. Anyways, another funny scene, one of my favorite scenes in the entire anime, and you're gonna be like, Josh, this is really fucking beautiful, but it's so funny in its practice, is when he has amnesia and he is brought back home by the nurse of the school, and like I guess you could say like the club director or the supervising teacher of the club, and and she basically says, they basically tell him he has amnesia, and then he'll supposedly get it back in a few days. And they're like, we'll wait for you, don't worry. And he's like, okay. Anyways, there's a scene where the sister knocks on his door, and she comes in, like the door's half open. It's like, oh, he says, hi, sister. He says, you used to call me Big Sis before all the time, Taru. It's like, I'm sorry. I just don't remember. It's all right. And she's like, it's okay. She'll be calling me Sis Shizuka soon, instead of Big Sister or Sis. He's like, why is that? Because I've been keeping a secret from you. I've been carrying your baby, Taru, and legitly, she's like fucking like, she's not carrying his actual baby because they never fucked, but like she is carrying like, I guess she put like the equivalent of putting like the basketball in the shirt. That she put like a fucking pillow in the shirt, and then the mom comes out of nowhere, is like, damn you, Shizuka, what the fuck, mother? It's like, I'm just so full of morning sickness. The mom went, and then he's like, over like, what have I done to my family? Like, she thinks this is all real. And I'm like, the fuck are you doing to this poor man? All I'm going to say, he deserves one of the other two girls, honestly. The fact of the matter is, doing all this, he is actually a good person. The fact that he actually does care for the two students. One, he beats up the guy that caused or helps beat up the guy, even though the guy beat him up even worse. The guy that caused his caused Yuno's fear of guys, and he beat up or not beat up, but he what's the word? He carried the president as they were on a fake date and a fake wedding ceremony when she had like 105 fever to the hospital. Even though she had told him not to take her to the hospital, but she carried her there anyways. So he's obviously a nice guy. Actually, I don't know how far. I want to watch the anime. I've never watched the manga that far. I have read the light novel though, and it was a good light novel. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you tomorrow, guys, with more, either with another anime review. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow with Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun. Peace.
ほう、向かってくるのか。逃げずにこのディオに近づいてくるのか。
近づかなきゃてめえをぶちのめせないんでな。
ほうほう。では十分近づくがよい。
Let me show you how to scratch it.